In an attempt to compete with SpaceX's Starlink, Amazon has launched its inaugural satellites into space. On Friday, Amazon's primary pair of prototype satellites for its upcoming Kuiper network, which will provide internet service worldwide and compete with SpaceX's Starlink, were launched into space from Florida. This is the first stage of the company's plan before it deploys thousands of additional satellites into orbit. The Amazon logo adorned a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket that took off from Cape Canaveral a little after 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1800 GMT, carrying the two Kuiper test satellites, which the company had initially intended to launch with different rockets, marking a long-awaited mission. Amazon's goal is to evaluate their initial technological strides in space as they prepare to launch another 3,236 satellites in the coming years. This is part of their plan to provide worldwide broadband internet access, a pursuit that is also being pursued by Elon Musk's SpaceX, with their fleet of nearly 5,000 Starlink satellites currently in orbit. Prior to the launch, Amazon was reticent in sharing details about their two satellites, both of which were constructed at their satellite facility located in Redmond, Washington. The live stream for the launch, hosted by United Launch Alliance, a collaborative effort between Boeing and Lockheed, came to an abrupt end shortly after the rocket was launched, failing to display the deployment of the satellites. However, Amazon has since confirmed that both satellites have been successfully deployed and that their Mission Operations Center has established communication with them. In the year 2019, SpaceX initiated the deployment of its first operational Starlink spacecraft. In response, Amazon made an announcement to infuse a sum of $10 billion into its Kuiper project. By 2026, the U.S. Federal Communications Commission has mandated that Amazon deploy 50% of its intended satellite constellation. In the upcoming decade, the market for broadband internet service that utilizes low Earth orbiting satellites is estimated to be worth tens of billions of dollars. SpaceX has become the world's largest satellite operator thanks to its Starlink project. In the race for providing satellite-based internet services, Amazon has some competitors. One of them is Telesat, a Canadian company that has not yet launched its satellites. Another is Eutelsat, a French satellite company that operates OneWeb, primarily for governments and businesses. Similar to SpaceX, Amazon's target audience for Kuiper includes both individual customers and businesses. To achieve this goal, Amazon is taking a page out of its devices playbook by creating consumer terminals at a cost of $400 each, although pricing has not yet been officially announced. In comparison, SpaceX's Starlink terminals for consumers are priced at $599 each. Last year, Amazon announced a massive launch deal for 83 launches, which is the biggest commercial rocket acquisition ever, to deploy the remaining Kuiper network. Different rocket companies such as Blue Origin, ULA, and Arianespace, including Jeff Bezos' company, were involved in the bulk launch procurement. A lawsuit from shareholders is currently being faced by Amazon and its founder, Bezos, due to their launch deal. The accusation is that the company failed to conduct adequate due diligence and neglected to take into account alternative, cheaper rocket options from their competitor, SpaceX. The rapid deployment of Starlink has been heavily reliant on SpaceX's reusable Falcon 9 rocket. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.